Hey, it's Jared, and I have the Moto 360 Sport. So I'm going to open this up and kind of give some initial thoughts, but I've kind of stuck to my guns with my Sony smartwatch 3 because of its simplicity, and it just works. Now, I've had a couple of smartwatches since I originally got my hands on the Sony, but I always kind of end up bouncing back to it. What I'm excited about with this Sport edition of the Moto 360 is just how geared it is towards the active person. Now, I'm not super active, but I do like to track my movement. When I go to the gym, I like to make sure that I'm recording some of that, and this watch seems like it's going to be an excellent option for me. I was really curious about the AnyLight display. I mean, Motorola kind of made up their own name for some technology that they have in this watch. So there have been a lot of instances with many other watches where I'm trying to see outside on a bright day. I'm out here in California, and we have some bright days without cloud cover, and because of that, it makes it harder to see some of the displays on our devices. So we're going to open this up and take a look. Other features that I'm pretty excited about is the built-in GPS for being able to track runs and stuff like that. As soon as it starts to warm up, I plan on getting back out and going on some runs and some walks, and I'd like to be able to track those a little bit better. So the packaging is really nice on this. I mean, Motorola has always done a pretty decent job with their packaging, and this being kind of a more retail package because obviously Motorola has really made a move towards retail and putting their devices in retail stores. So we'll just go ahead and pop this stuff out here and get the watch out. In the box is our little charging dock, and the charging dock is a little bit bigger than other charging docks that I have had recently, such as with the Samsung Gear S2. So here's your charging cord. If you don't need this, you could just leave it in the box. I mean, I have so many of these, there's really no point in me taking it out of the box because I just have several of them. So let's go ahead and try and get the charging dock out of here without totally annihilating the packaging. It's kind of glued down in here, so I mean, if you're gonna pull all this stuff out, you're gonna kind of tear it, and I like to kind of keep my packaging intact. All right, so there we go. We've got the charging base or charging dock. So looks nice. Doesn't have like from what I could tell so far, it doesn't have like a very strong magnet to hold it in place like some of the other ones, but the watch does sit in there nicely. All right, so let's put all this stuff away and set it off to the side. We want to take a look at this watch. All right, so let me remove my Sony. Sorry, Sony. Definitely love that Sony watch. I mean, despite how long it's been since that watch came out, it's just been a great watch. It just lacks some features that I'd really like to have. So this is all in one. I mean, that's one thing that I think some people are worrying about because since these smartwatches have came out, there's been lots of band options, changing the bands, different colors, different sizes and stuff like that. And this is non-changeable. So people are kind of concerned with that issue. But in my opinion, I mean, I don't typically change out the watch bands that much. I mean, usually it just comes down to the size of the watch band and if I need a bigger one than what came on the watch. I mean, I'm pretty simple when it comes to watch bands. I know that some people really get kind of into stylizing their watches and stuff like that. This watch does come in 3 different colors, so hopefully that's enough for most of you who are interested in this watch. So the watch feels good. It fits nice and snug. I like the way that the band feels. It powered up really quickly, so I could swipe to begin and start to get this this watch paired. So it says connect to a power source, but you're always able to just swipe to the side. And then I need to go into the Android Wear app and pair a new device. So we'll go pair with a new watch. we've got it showing up, the Moto 360. So I can accept the pairing request now, and it is now paired, and it's going to go ahead and start to update with the apps and everything that I've previously installed. So that'll take a few moments. So really nice. I mean, some of the features that I'm looking forward to is just the kind of more active display, having some of that data on my screen. So, I mean, I work in an office, and so I don't get to move around a whole lot during the day, but having that data readily available on the face of my watch is going to make me get away from my desk, walk around a little bit more, maybe decide to walk to go grab lunch instead of drive. I mean, it's those types of things for me that are super important. It's that having that data available so that I can just go and be a little bit more active. So, my first thoughts on this watch is that it's really nice. I mean, it fits nice. It feels good. Obviously, it's going to take a few days of using this watch, you know, in my day-to-day, going to the gym, walking around, going on a run or something like that, and just seeing how well the watch responds. Out of the box, it has some apps that are just, you know, built into the watch. That Motorola has designed and put in there. So I'm excited to see how those work in combination with you know, some of the apps that are obviously available for Android Wear as a whole. So I'll be back with my review on this watch. After I spend a little bit of time with it, I'll be able to talk to you guys a little bit more intelligently about it and share my thoughts. But if you're interested in this watch, which the price point's pretty good. Right now it's $299. I bought this one off of Amazon, so I'll provide the link in the description below so that you could check it out. With Amazon Prime, I had this watch here the next day, which is fantastic. So if you're interested in it, links are in the description below. Subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a like. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.